Hey Moon Magic Super Souls, welcome to today's readings. Oh wow, this is the first card for pile one. I'm seeing it already. So today's readings are my weekly readings. We are asking for an immediate message, guidance from spirit, something that you really need to know right here and right now. I post these readings every single Sunday morning without fail. And what we also then do for anyone that is new to the Moon Magic Weekly channel, welcome everybody. We then, if it seems appropriate, depending on the message, we will actually then draw additional cards and find out whether there's anything that might be offered to you that gives you an idea of what's coming in the week ahead. So you can really navigate the next 7 days with a degree of awareness. So an idea maybe of what's happening, what's coming. Obviously, we leave this completely open to spirit and to the guidance that comes through. But primarily, we're asking for a very specific message. And then we kind of move on in from there. So beautiful souls, we have card one, pile one here. Now, I'm actually seeing this card for pile two and this one on the top for pile three. I will turn them over in a second. I'm going to draw a rune and a charm for each of the cards as well, for those of you that like that little bit of extra guidance. Now we have Starfish. This is card one, pile one. So this is the card. Okay, and then pile two, we have Cosmic Egg. So that is pile two, and then pile three, we have Elephant. Okay, so those are our three cards, pile one, pile two, and pile three. And we'll draw a rune for each. I'm feeling that one right at the bottom there. So pile one, you have the rune of possessions, nourishment. Okay, pile two, straight away coming through, you have the rune of signals, signs, signals, synchronicities. And then pile three, that's the one, I can feel it coming through, you have the rune of breakthrough. Okay. Let's do a charm as well. Let's see what we are shown in our beautiful bag of charms. Okay, so pile one, you have love, pure and simple. How beautiful is that? Love. So sitting with starfish energy and nourishment, possessions, love. Pile two, you have a butterfly. No, it's not a butterfly, it's a bee. Look at that, isn't that beautiful? So you have signs, signals, synchronicities, the rune, you have cosmic egg, and you have the little bee. That is a beautiful charm. And then pile three, okay, we have a seahorse. So you have the elephant, you have the rune of breakthrough, and you have the seahorse. Okay, beautiful souls. I'm going to leave the video running just for a few moments longer for anyone that just wants a bit more time. You can always pause it if you need even longer still. You may already know which of these is immediately speaking to you. Sometimes I find, particularly with the Sunday readings, actually, the immediate messages and the weekly guidance, sometimes I know, in fact, quite a lot of you are finding this, that sometimes more than one pile will speak to you. We all have many layers in our lives, many different circumstances, many different things we're manifesting ongoing. And so you may find if one or more is speaking to you, it's probably worth checking them both out, because it may be that the message is, or the messages kind of applying to different parts of your life or different areas. And these are weekly readings, and thank you so much to all of you who are following them week in, week out. They are also timeless. If you ever just do need a reading to check in with, you can always go to the Moon Magic Tarot homepage, or indeed check out my Timeless Readings playlist. So beautiful souls, I'll leave you to just sit with these, and I will see you in the readings in just a moment. Timestamps, as always, are in the description box and in a pinned comment as well for phone users. Hey pile one, welcome to your reading. I am loving the energy here already. We have love, we have the starfish. I feel like you are a superstar in some way, or you're about to become one. This is fascinating. This is a rune of, well, ambition satisfied, actually. It's a rune of possessions, nourishment. I do feel something rather, I just want to say something rather delicious is coming your way. That's totally just coming through. Let's see what your cards actually say. Let's move this through. Let's look at your tea leaves first. Okay, so we have Beau, you are highly thought of. Yeah, you feel like you're achieving stardom. That's what's coming through. You are a superstar. There's like validation coming through, and bird flying news is on the way. Okay, so yes, everything is beautifully coming in and flowing into your reading, channeling through perfectly already. Yeah, like love, a message, you're highly thought of, news coming in, validation, ambition satisfied. Validation, acknowledgement is all coming through here. Let's draw more cards for you, pile one. This feels absolutely delightful. I feel I wish to draw two from this pack today for you. And that is your second. This is the Alchemy pack, the Wild Unknown Alchemy pack. I do list the cards I'm using, Super Souls, in the description box and in the pinned comments. So if you're looking for cards or any of them leap out as being something you'd like to look into or buy for yourselves, that they are listed. So we have Solace, Sun, and Magnum Opus, the Great Work. Yeah, recognition, that's what I feel is coming through here. Recognition, validation coming through this week. This is gorgeous. Really well deserved, I sort of want to say it. I feel like your spirit team are giving you the thumbs up. They're saying, you know, this is amazing. You know, I feel you're going to fly. There's something absolutely delightful in the energy around you. But it really is deserved. It's something you've worked at or worked for, or you've had to process and work through to get to where you are. We then have psilocybin, commune. How interesting. Now this as a card, the psilocybin are the magic mushrooms, the little magic mushrooms that I have to say, I don't know where else in the world they grow, but they certainly grow in the UK. And commune, what I'm seeing here in this card, it does feel as though you are going to be celebrated in some way within your community. It could be your team at work, it could be within your family, but it feels like it's a group of people. You're highly thought of, news coming in that really demonstrates, validates how highly thought of you are. What a superstar you are. This is something you've done already, or you've either achieved it because you've worked over a long period of time and the validation and the confirmation comes to you, or it's something like an act of kindness or generosity, but something's coming back to you. Validation, acknowledgement because of who you are. Even in this card, can you see in the background here the tree people? I say that, can I show that? Yeah, you can see that in the camera. Can you see these trees, the tree people? You see their beautiful faces smiling down upon you. I feel like you're about to be celebrated in some way. How lovely. If you have something like a birthday, You might get a gift that comes through, or a surprise party. It's got that sort of flavour to it, a surprise party or a celebration. It's a validation of how much you're loved, how much you're appreciated, what a superstar you are, how much you give with this hand as well, how much you give to people. Your great work being acknowledged, validated. This is what I'm seeing here in your reading. How interesting. Now, in a way, we are asking for a message from Spirit at the moment. I almost feel like they're just really honouring something you have done or achieved, whatever it is. Let's draw more cards and see what else we are shown here. It just feels like there's this sense of overwhelming honouring of you. And it feels like really rightly so. Rightly so is what I want to say. Let's draw some cards from a tarot pack. What are your tarot cards showing for you? Seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I feel 6 should be coming out today. That number is singing to me. Okay. Look at this again, 6. That number 6 was singing to me, and here we have the 6 of Wands, which is a card of visibility, public acclaim, being validated. I mean, just look at this. Just look at this. I'm placing this right in the middle here. This is what I feel it needs to be. You are a superstar. Now, we have the card of the World showing up here. We may have to move that around a little bit. Right, we have the 5 of Pentacles as well. We have the Ace of Swords. Oh my goodness me, you are so loved. I will have to place this down here. We've got the Ace of Swords. We've got the Knight of Cups. And we've got the Lovers. Okay. I'm just going to move these along because I think we have room for them all. Yeah, how interesting the way these are sitting in the middle. I feel like you have actually had to overcome something. Okay, my beautiful pile 1. And this is the message that's really coming through. You've really, really had to work to overcome something or achieve something. Now, this is a general reading. And so, in reality, it's going to apply in a very unique way to you. You know, you're always with a general reading needing to hear the message in a way that is going to apply to your own circumstances. But you have really had to overcome something. Now, whether you've had to overcome something in a physical way, to literally work solidly hard at something to make it real, to make it happen, or you've like worked at work and completed a project, or you've worked at, you know, I don't know, it's like writing your dissertation and you've achieved it and then you come out with a first. This has got this flavour about it. Or you've just worked within a family environment, for example, selflessly, amazingly. You've tackled really big stuff in your personal life, and there's now acknowledgement, validation, reward coming to you. But this is actually, firstly, Source and Spirit and your Spirit team are acknowledging you. But I am actually seeing that you will be completely validated and acknowledged. This is what is happening for you this week. It feels like it is a weekly message. If it's not with you yet, it will be coming. News is on the way. This is why I feel these cards are showing us what is coming through in this week, what's happening. News is on the way. You are highly thought of, but you've had to overcome something to get to this point. You've had to work at it. For some of you, it could even be some kind of an internal block or a limiting belief or a state of mind where it's just been really, really hard to kick that habit, you know, where you've been stuck in something. With the psilocybin as well, this really does make me think about altered perceptions. Because in a way, the energy of a magic mushroom is that you see things differently. Your perspectives are altered. It's a hallucinogenic drug. So something that you see in front of you, you view it differently. You see it differently. It can literally sort of almost change its shape and its form. I feel you've had to work unbelievably hard to achieve what you are now being validated for. There's significant recognition. And I do believe you've had to endure some significant disappointments with the Five of Pentacles here, some significant challenges. You've worked solidly selflessly, I'm seeing as well, with the Five of Pentacles. And indeed, at times, I think you've worked kind of almost on your own to do this. There's a sense of aloneness here. But I think a doorway, the key to the door, is about to be opened. With the world here as well, I think it probably is already opening. Your world is opening up. And you are about to be seen and validated and loved and appreciated. This isn't just about being seen or something you do goes viral, or that's not what I'm seeing here. Yes, that, but it's coming with real validation and hard-earned acknowledgement, love, regard, respect. Now, we could view this, obviously it needs to be unique to you, to your circumstances. If you have, with the card of the Lovers and the Knight of Cups, if you have in any way struggled perhaps to be validated within relationships, within an intimate relationship, it could be that you finally get that validation. Someone acknowledges how much you've given them. If you're in an existing relationship and you've really been, maybe even if it's been out of balance, this is the point when someone says, do you know, thank you, I can't believe you've been there for me. I can't believe you've done so much for me. If perhaps you've had blocks to be able to receive love, somehow that's now about to be overcome. News is on the way. But the whole flavour of your reading is saying, almost like this is the week when you receive the validation you deserve. And what I wish to say as well, my beautiful pile one, is it's like you can actually allow yourself to receive it, or, you know, as well, because sometimes we do have blocks to be able to receive. We don't really allow ourselves that true validation, and there's a real shift in the energy here. This is very, very beautiful energy. I think I am just going to draw a few more cards for you, because I almost want to see sort of where it might go. I mean, this I want to say, just relish it, cherish it, love it, enjoy it, have it, own it. With the rune of possessions, nourishment, ambitions satisfied, I'm really getting a flavour of this point of validation, success almost, but it's success is the wrong word, because this is about love. This is about honouring who you are. News is on the way. You're highly thought of. It's got a much richer flavour than the word success, quite honestly. But I'm curious as to to have a sneaky peek as to where you go with this. You know, is this a pinnacle, or do you then take this further? Is it just a validation? You know, you win something because rightly so. I am seeing those three cards. Let's take these and see what we're shown. So we have the Magus. This is very interesting. We've got the Magus. These are big cards. The Magus is the Magician, and it's a lovely pack of cards. Not everybody gets on with these cards. I personally have a very strong connection with them. This is the Thoth Tarot. It's interesting because in this pack, or my pack at any rate, I don't know how it is across the board, but because this was gifted to me, it was a first edition pack. In this pack, there are several magician cards. Some are called the Magician, some are called the Magus. But the energy of this is, I think you really genuinely have had to work to be where you are with this. I really do. Yeah, because we have the card of Dominion. This card of Dominion speaks of your ability to be in charge of yourself. And this is what I mean by overcoming something, overcoming thinking patterns, overcoming negativity, overcoming self-doubt, overcoming obstacles and hurdles, and committing and doing the work to get to where you are, whether it's internal work or external work. And with the card of the moon, which is like a rite of passage, I always feel in this, particularly in this pack, I genuinely think you've been to the depths and back again in order to have dominion, have sort of literally to overcome those elements of self-doubt, those elements of whatever you've had to overcome to get to where you are, you've achieved it. It's like, it really is. This is actually, for me, suggesting that you are now in a space of optimum creativity. Okay, with the soul card, the sun card here. Optimum creativity, because the great work, yep. You are now in a space of optimum creativity with the Magus, the magician here, because not only do you receive validation, but it's like you have somehow managed to create some form of energy shift in an attitude or something physical that you've had to overcome, whether it's internal or external. I seem to be inventing words at the moment. In some of the readings I've been doing recently, I will share this with you. I seem to be almost combining certain words. I made one up the other day, blocksticles, which was like a mixture of blocks and obstacles. It's just quite funny that they're coming through in this way. Anyway, let's just put creative language to one side and just say, I do feel for you. I mean, maybe there's an element of this in this reading, actually. In fact, there is an element. There's a message in what just happened, actually, as it came through in a previous reading as well. But there's an element of this, okay, because it's like you've overcome something. For some of you, it is that self-criticism, that self-doubt, or the belief that you will never, ever be able to achieve something or have it. It's like you can laugh about stuff and it's okay. Your energy, your vibration is high. You are now moving into a space of optimum creativity. You've already achieved a phenomenal amount. Whatever is being validated here, internal or external, the combination of all of it means that you are now in a place of optimum creativity, optimum productivity as well. So my beautiful pile one, not only is this a super fabulous week in which I do think you can genuinely treasure and enjoy, and so you should, anything that is coming in, whatever it is that is coming in, the news on the way, whatever comes into you, enjoy, treasure it, own it. And also know that you are now energetically, your vibration is in a space where you are resonating at a profoundly productive level. This is a stunning, stunning reading. Pile one, it's an honor to read for you because I feel it's like the internal work ultimately that gets us to this vibrational state. And your high vibrational state will impact on everyone you come into contact with and radiate out into the world. So this is actually, the word that's coming to mind, my beautiful souls, is magnificent. So may I please also honor you. If this is resonating with you, you'll know what this is about. Then do like, share, subscribe, all those things that really do help to support the channel. Thank you for being here. Thank you all of you who follow these Sunday readings week in, week out. It's such an honour to read for you. Welcome to anyone new. I do have a monthly prize draw. I'm announcing the winners in a few days' time. I give away a pack of oracle cards and a private reading, so do check in on that video when I upload it if you're on my subscriber email list, and if you're not and you want to be, it is a subscriber offer, but if you are subscribed you could add yourself to it, and that is in the description box and the comments as well. Super Souls, I do also do all zodiac sign readings, but on another platform. That is on Patreon. It's a site that works on the basis of donations. There are no tie-ins. You can give as little or as much as you wish. It really is an open playing field over there in terms of just, you know, join up, sign up, check out the material. I do tutorials over there as well to learn to read the cards and the runes. So if you're interested in those all zodiac sign readings, which by the way, mine work with the moon month. I'm very big on manifesting with the moon, so do check them out if that's something that's of interest. I will just put all the links to anything and everything that I do in the description box and in the phone comments, the comments for phone users. Beautiful souls, pile one. I think I'm just reveling in your energy, actually. It's gorgeous. Have the most amazing week. Truly, truly. This is so deserved. Hey, pile two, welcome to your reading. Now you have the cosmic egg and the bee and the rune of signals, signs, signals, synchronicities. Do you know, literally the first thing that came flowing through here was, what are you hatching? What are you working on? What are you hatching? What idea is hatching, or is an idea about to be hatched? But let's draw more cards and see what we are shown. Immediate guidance, a message just for you right now, and then we'll see if we can get information for the week ahead as well. So we have pale. This is interesting. Time to get out of a situation. So are you hatching a plan? Rainbow. The most difficult part of a situation is over. Okay, well, I'm thrilled to hear that for you. Okay, let's move these cards out of the way and draw more for you, my beautiful souls. I think you have been hatching a plan, actually. A plan of transformation. I'm seeing this card from the bottom of your pack too. And let's draw from the Herbal Astrology pack as well. I should also say, my beautiful souls, I do list the cards. If I haven't already said it, I do list the cards that I'm using in the description and in the comments that's pinned for phone users too. What do we have here? We have ayahuasca, rebirth. Haha. And this, we have the planets here. We have Pluto. We have Jupiter, which is about expansion, and Neptune as well. And we have a snake. Look at the snake coming through here and the snake around this egg. We have spring. Oh, this is good. How interesting. This card came out in pile one, the great work. Now, if pile one was speaking to you, it may be that pile one is relevant, just with the same card coming through. But this is really interesting. This is rebirth. This is a turning point for you. Something you have been working your way through or on with the worker bee is coming to an end. It's a different energy to pile one. Pile one was very distinct, but there could be a connection for you. Let's draw some tarot cards as well to sort of get a bit more information. I think ultimately what your primary message here is to say to you is, look, something is coming to an end here that needed to come to an end. Something is arriving at a space of completion for you. So if there's something difficult going on in your world and you've been wondering if it would ever really get sorted, the message is that you're really close to that point. It's a turning point. Let's draw tarot cards and see what we are shown. I'm seeing the one on the base of the pack as well. Shuffle again for you, and this one, and that one too. So my beautiful pile twos, what do we have here? We have the card of strength. I'm seeing a turning point here for you. Absolutely. You've had to be really strong in the face of something that made you actually feel very vulnerable. And this is a turning point. Spring is coming. I feel like you're about to reap the rewards of, it feels a bit like an endurance test, but it's something that's been going on for a while. Yes, Five of Cups. We have the Knight of Cups. How interesting, this also came out in pile one, but different energy. Yeah, different energy. Nine of Swords. We have King of Cups. And then we have the Hermit. Okay. Right. Right, what do we have here? My beautiful, beautiful pile twos. Okay. You have had a very, very, very tough time. You've had to endure something that's been going on for quite a long time. Quite a long time. This is the cosmic turning point. It's the point in time when synchronicities fall into place. I think you've had to work incredibly hard to kind of hold the light in the face of quite a lot of darkness, low vibrational energy. Probably actually from what I would call others directing it at you. I feel like these crows, and then we have the one white bird here. I do feel like it's like there's been a cloud hanging over you. Maybe something, and we do have this cloud here. It literally has been like a cloud hanging over you. Something you've tried to walk away from, and I think it's just been really, really difficult. But what is interesting is you have actually held the light throughout this. I'm not saying that in any way has been easy. I think you really have had to work very, 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 very hard here to hold the light in the face of some really, really, really big stuff. For some of you, it will have been a big event, a big something. For others, I think it's been a series of events and circumstances, one after the other, after the other, after the other. Just when you thought you were coming up for air, something else rocked up. Really, literally like climbing up this flight of stairs. I feel like for some of you, you've been between what's that saying, between a rock and a hard place. Circumstances that you just, predominantly as well, stuff that's been out of your control. That's coming through really strongly here. There's been stuff that's been out of your control, and I think you've done your best to get out of it, for some of you, or to work your way through it. Now, this is a general reading, so it's going to be unique to your personal circumstances. We need to apply these messages to your personal circumstances. But yeah, it's been, you've done your best to get out of it. Some of you have literally tried to walk away, but it's followed you. You know, you kind of think, look, I'm moving on, and yet, you know, somehow it kind of knocks on your door again or something, you know, shows back up again. For others, it's been a big event that you've just had to kind of work through. But I do feel for some of you, you have felt like you're stuck between a rock and a hard place. Again, maybe differing opinions, and somehow you've been tangled in this. But this is a point of, this is the turning point, and this is your message today. It is now time for a rebirth. The most difficult part of a situation is over. We've got the rainbow bridge of healing. And we've got the rainbow over the spring card. It's like spring is about to emerge for you, metaphorically. I voiced that. I'm here in the UK, and of course we are soon going to be heading into autumn here. We're not there yet. We are still in our summer technically, but it feels quite autumnal here. But anyway, that's another thing. But this is like the metaphor of the new spring, the new beginning. If you're in the southern hemisphere, you are moving towards spring. But the point is, this is the turning point. This is the message that's coming through here for you. Your primary message is, this is a turning point. You've endured so much, but what we now have is, we've got the Knight of Cups energy coming in, and we've got the King of Cups. Now the night can be a little bit fly-by-nighty, a bit romanticized, a bit, you know, gorgeous, lovely energy, full of romance and delight, but not necessarily in it for the long term. But the King of Cups is in it for the long term. You know, I'm seeing you sail off here into a different future here. Yeah, I think this is a turning point, and this is almost like a reassurance from your spirit team that what you have been enduring and struggling with, and for some it has been one thing after another. For others, a circumstance that happened that wasn't okay, but it keeps on knocking back on your door again. This kind of stuff. This is the turning point. Things are now moving forwards. Your endurance, your ability to process, to work through this, to hold the light in the face of darkness. Because I think you have had to, actually. I think you've really had to work hard to hold on to hope in the face of really quite big challenges, disappointments. But you've done it. You've held the light, and you've reached this point where this is now turning. It's the rebirth and the expansion. The direction is now coming through. Now with the rune of signals, signs, synchronicities, I think it's like things are falling into place. There's a message coming through here about stuff is taking place behind the scenes that you have been unaware of, almost as if the universe has been working on your behalf, and the synchronicity of things is now happening to be able to create an end to this scenario, whatever this is for you in the uniqueness of your world. I'm going to draw more cards. Your primary message is very, very clear. This is the turning point for you, and it's very, very reassuring, this message for you. Let's just ask for more information, particularly in terms of how your week might pan out. Seeing this card and also that one. I think we'll leave it at seeing a fourth card here actually for you. Let's go with that. Okay, virtue, loving it. So we have the Three of Wands, which is the card in this pack is virtue. How can we move? Let me put our little B over here. We then have the card of sorrow, Three of Swords. We then have the card of happiness. And then we have the card of the Five of Swords of defeat. Yeah, okay, this is lovely. Okay. I have another message coming through here that I do need to voice, really, because I've spoken about maybe a big event or one thing after another, after another. Something coming knocking back on your door again. For some of you, the message is clear. This has come to an end. This is coming to an end. Events are now orchestrating to support this ending. Goodness coming into your life, love coming into your life, that is going to expand and enable you to move forwards and away from this properly, sail off into a different future. I think some of you have actually been targeted. I think you've been targeted, and I think you've been bullied, quite frankly. You've held the light even in the face of profound sorrow. You know, when somebody or betrayed, targeted, hurt, literally shattered. Can you see in this card? Can you see these shattered pieces? I think you have literally felt shattered by events, shattered by the way that some people behave. You know, people do behave badly, don't they, sometimes? They do bring us our greatest life lessons in a way, but that doesn't necessarily mean that we wanted them or it was easy. And I really want to honour this. If it was a big event, it was life-shattering. If it was a series of events, it's kind of worn you down, but somewhere along the way there's been some stuff that's felt that it literally shattered you. This is what I'm seeing. But you've chosen to hold the light and not be defeated, actually, despite everything. And I do think some of you have been targeted, bullied, or put down. And do you know what? Every time you've been put down, you've stood back up again. You found the strength. You know, when you hit rock bottom, Nine of Swords, Dark Night of the Soul moments, you've hit rock bottom, but do you know what? You've climbed back up that staircase again. You've held the light. You've been determined to look ahead to the future. This, I feel, is the point when it pays off. For some of you, pile 1 may be relevant to you as well. Virtue. Yeah, your virtue is about to be rewarded. Your ability to hold the light. For some of you, you've chosen not to retaliate, which is really honourable. It's the spiritual pathway. You've chosen not to retaliate. It's given you a great deal of sorrow. Very interesting, isn't it? In the 3 of Swords again, we've got these shattered kind of pieces showing up in the imagery here. However you look at it, you've had a life-shattering experience, and this is the turning point. So it should be honoured. You know, the most difficult part of a situation is over. What I think is super lovely is that this rune is really telling me that this is the point where there is a turning point. And this is telling me that the events are orchestrating in synchronicity. There's a synchronization of events to bring this to a close. With the 9 of Cups, happiness is coming in for you. The Knight of Cups. This isn't just a fly-by-night energy, because we have the King of Cups. So something is coming in here that brings you that new hope, that new faith, that new opportunity. Your endurance has paid off. And whatever life-shattering circumstance or circumstances that you have endured, it is now a point of rebirth where things can, and particularly with Neptune, we've had Pluto, the rebirth, Jupiter, who wants to expand everything, and Neptune, emotional energy of Neptune. I think from an emotional perspective, there was an impact emotionally because of the life-shattering experience or experiences. This is now coming to an end. You're about to enter a space of springtime, of newness, of new love, and genuinely an opportunity to sail into the future now with love, with opportunity, with hope. It's lovely. It's lovely. This is the turning point. The universe is orchestrating now on your behalf. It's the turning point. It's the synchronicity. It's the moment where things are falling into place that enable you to be free of something that has, quite frankly, lingered and been an endurance test for you for far too long. This is an incredibly powerful and very clear message for you. And we are seeing events unfold this week with something coming in here that sort of confirms this. I feel you're going to get a confirmation of this completion. Something coming in with the Knight of Cups energy that shows you and confirms that you can finally be free to move ahead. And move forwards and build a very, very different world for yourself. However this comes in, something is coming in to, it's like a confirmation. That's what I'm being shown here. Pile 2. Powerful, powerful reading. It really, really is. But then the Cosmic Egg is such a powerful card. Beautiful souls, yes, and it may come through in the community with the bee here. They are communities, so there could be some message that comes through to you through some connection to your community, but it may come in another way. Pile 2, thank you so much for joining me. If this is resonating with you, do like, share, subscribe. All of these things really, really do help to support the channel. I post readings 2 or 3 times a week, and this is a Sunday reading that I do every single Sunday. And thank you all of you who follow these Sunday readings week in, week out. It's such an honour to read for you. And thank you to all of you who give back through the super thanks in the comments. Thank you to all of you who are with me on Patreon, which is where I do my all zodiac sign readings. It's a very different platform for anyone who's interested. There are no advertisements, but it does work on donations, so you do have to give something, but you can give as little or as much as you wish. And I'm very, very grateful to all of you who are there It really does support me to keep putting all the free stuff that I put into the world, my online library and all kinds of things. Beautiful souls, if you scroll down through the description box or the pinned comment, I will put all the kind of stuff that I do, the resources that are out there to assist you if you want to connect with them, my free online library, my monthly subscriber prize draw, all of these things. And if I'm never certain how the algorithms here on YouTube work, but if you want to get notification of any of my readings as I upload them, if you subscribe and press the little bell icon, in principle they should come through. If they don't, you can always just check out the Moon Magic Weekly tarot homepage on YouTube. If you search for that, it'll come up and you can access all the videos, all the playlists, and of course, even though I post these every week, I mean, ultimately they are timeless. You can find the right reading for you at any time. Pile 2, huge love and respect to you for what I think you have actually had to go through. But the turning point is here, and I really do feel like your spirit team are giving you the big thumbs up, and it just feels such an affirmation that something is now over. So I almost feel like I want to breathe a sigh of relief on your behalf, and also celebrate the fact that you can now move into the future in a very different way. Sending you the biggest hug in the world, Pile 2. See you soon for another reading. Hey Pile 3, welcome to your reading. So, what message is coming through for you right here and right now, and how might your week be? So we have the card of Elephant, beautiful energy, and the rune of Breakthrough, which is very powerful in terms of a turning point. But a breakthrough moment, sometimes it literally means you change course, 180-degree turn sometimes. And it is interesting because elephants are said not only to be very wise, which of course they are, and they are a symbol of wisdom, they are extraordinary creatures, but they are also known to create obstacles in order to create a turn, a different direction, which is rather curious. Let's see how this is impacting. I'm seeing this card right at the bottom, and we'll also cut and take another. I'm going to take that one too. It's the first reading of these 3 that has had 3 of the tea leaves, but this felt important. We have the card of December. We have Flag. Do not be tempted to lower your standards. How interesting. Then we have Quill, get back to the basics. Okay, and then we have December. Right, I'm just going to leave this here and draw some more cards for you. I'm not quite sure where to place that just now, but let's see what else we're shown. May we have... Do you know, I'm going with 3 again. What is it with you guys? Pile 3, 3 tea leaves, 3 of the Alchemy cards. How interesting. 3's coming through for you. There we have another oracle card for my beautiful Pile 3s. I'm actually seeing that one there. Right, let's look at what this card is showing you. So this one says Rosemary, Ancient... This is the card 3. Okay, Pile 3. 3. Rosemary, Ancient Memory. Quill, Flag. How interesting, ancient memory, because elephants are said to never forget. That was really coming through for me when this card first came up, actually. I thought elephants never forget. It was really clear to me. Don't lower your standards. Get back to the basics. And we have December. What do we have as well? We have the card of Sun. We have the card of Resin. Now resin is interesting because it preserves things. You know, when you can find resin, it's like amber is formed from resin, that beautiful stone. Amber is formed from resin, and it can be, I don't know how old, but thousands and thousands, I don't even know if it's millions of years old, but you can get insects that are preserved in resin. You can see them perfectly. Again, ancient memory. You have a very interesting reading, Pile 3. You really do. And then Quicksilver. The Sun and Quicksilver. Carl, I feel like you are thinking on your feet. That's what I feel like. My Pile Pile 3, Quicksilver, thinking on your feet, being given the messages, the answers that you need as you need them in order to create breakthrough moments, to know exactly what to do, when to do it. I actually feel this week, there's something in your world this week where you are being guided. You're navigating something right at the moment. Right here and right now, you are navigating something. And my beautiful pile 3, you need to be thinking on your feet, and you are literally being guided through this. You're being given information, actually. You're being given access to ancient memory. Can you see here we have the symbol of Mercury? How fascinating. Look, we have the symbol of the Sun and Mercury here. Okay, the Sun and Mercury. We have the card of the Sun. Quicksilver, we have Mercury again. I mean, this is remarkable here. This is absolutely remarkable. Excuse me. Pile 3, whatever you're working on, whatever you're processing, whatever you're building, whatever your journey, you are being given, I feel like you're being given, it's almost like divine inspiration. You're being given exactly what you need to do whatever you're doing. Now, if you were, for example, writing a book or doing something, honestly, all the way along, don't compromise, don't rush to complete anything. Take your time. If a diversion appears, again, Mercury is currently in retrograde, or at the time I'm doing this reading, Mercury is about to go into retrograde. We're in the retrograde shadow. If there's a diversion, trust you're being shown something. This sometimes indicates a 180-degree turn, a turning point. The breakthroughs are going to come thick and fast for you. Whatever you are working on, you are actually being guided. You're being given information. It's channeling through you. Take your time. Don't lower your standards. Do not compromise in terms of your delivery, whatever it is you're working on. This feels like something you're working on, a project, an idea. It's very, very, very divinely guided. You're bringing ancient knowledge forth. Obviously, it will be within the context of your world, but you're being given information. You're being given memory, ancient memory. Elephants never forget. Wow. I'm quite blown away, to be quite frank with you, pile 3. Now, if you are new to my channel, welcome. Obviously, we'll welcome everybody. For those of you that follow these readings week in and week out, and you're watching it as I post it, I'm doing this reading just a couple of days ahead of a super blue moon. I've already done super blue moon readings. Now, this is a phenomenal moon, so the timing for me here is really, really interesting for you guys. You might want to check out those readings if you haven't done so yet, and if you're new to the channel, you may want to. Obviously, these readings are actually timeless, even though I post them every Sunday, so you could be coming to this in 6 months' time or 8 months' time. If you're watching it right now, we have this phenomenal turning point happening as well. The energy is really primed for these breakthrough moments. But this is blowing my mind completely. I will be quite honest with you, pile 3. And also, we are in August. We have the December card. Now, if we think August, so we think August, September, October, November, December, that's 5 months. How interesting. So we're talking, well, we're at the end of August actually. So, I mean, there's something you're doing. It's going to take several months. That's the message that's coming through here. It will take several months to create, to manifest, to make happen. You're being given guidance and literally quicksilver information. You'll know what to do, how to say it. If you're negotiating anything, if you're negotiating a contract, you'll know exactly what to say and when to say it. Let's draw more cards for you. Yes, if this is a creative project or simply negotiating some form of contract, whatever it is, my goodness me, you're going to come through this. what you need shown to you, knowing what to say, when to say it, how to say it. There's your next card. Okay, gosh, Page of Cups, and you have the Sun again. Wow. Right, okay, you have Page of Cups. You have the Sun. You have the Five of Swords. And then you have the card of Strength. Right, this is just, your reading is so clear. Okay, let me put this down. So whatever you're working on, it is going to take several months to come to fruition. That's what I'm seeing in the timing that we're being shown here. Now, this really is like a dream come true. This is, you're bringing forth something that is, well, I think perhaps for you guys it is a big dream. It's something you've dreamed of doing, something you've dreamed of creating. It's that book, that novel you wanted to write, that project, whatever it is. It could be some science thing. It could be building a new business. It could be whatever it is obviously unique to you. This is a general reading. But my goodness me, this is a seriously amazing thing that you are creating. It has such relevance to being brought forth at this moment in time. It's why you are receiving an incredible amount of assistance with it, because it's bringing forth knowledge, ancient memory. You're bringing things into the world here that are really needed at this point in time. Because, you know, we need these breakthroughs. The world is in a really big state of crisis. You know, humanity's undergoing phenomenal transitions to higher levels of consciousness. And we need this. And I feel you have a significant contribution to bring forth right here and right now. Now, I think you may have moments when you're really worried that you can't bring it forth, that you won't be able to pull it off. Okay, don't overthink it. There's a really clear message here. Don't overthink it. You know, what you need will come to you. Can you see this figure? It's like this inspiration, this incredible light coming from this figure. What you need will come to you when you need it. Open yourself to receive. Don't get hung up on overthinking it and trying to, I would literally say, don't get hung up on trying to overplan it. This needs to emerge and evolve, and you'll be given exactly the information you need at exactly the right time. Now, this card is suggesting to me here, given that we're looking at this week as well, timing-wise, this is a project that's going to take several months. Get back to the basics. Don't be tempted to cut any form of corners. Be really thorough in what you're doing. It may actually take longer than you think. You may have a timescale involved that might be quicker than, you know, 5 months or something. But, you know, it's better to do it properly. This is a really clear message. I think this week, the guidance for this week is saying to us, look, you might actually find that there are some hold-ups here. Now, the purpose of the hold-ups is actually to bring you more information. So sort of sit tight and listen. Open yourself to receive the guidance that you need. You'll be gifted it. It's like this little seahorse. They're incredibly magical little creatures. You also may be shown something that's beneath the surface. Now, horses are connected to power. We measure engines in horsepower, but a seahorse lives under the water. Okay, so I think there may be some information this week that comes to you in an unexpected way. And the key is to be available to receive it. I think if you're too fixed on how you think you should do this, let's say you've planned your diary for the week, and sometimes, honestly, these weekly readings will say to you so clearly, you need to be really diligent this week. You need to plan things and program things and timetable and give this your focus and all that. You know, sometimes a reading will be so clear in that way. Yours is sort of like slightly the opposite. Yes, there's perseverance and staying power needed here, but we're also being shown that you will receive information And it may come from like an undercurrent of something. You'll be shown what you need and given what you need when you need it. So you do need to persevere. You know, don't in any way drop back or drop out. But it's like that if you had planned a chapter of your book, let's say, and you planned exactly what you were going to write and how you were going to do it, your storyline might take another twist or another turn that will give it another layer of depth. And it will come to you because something will happen. And it might be a bit of a headache at the time, but ironically enough, it will give you the information you need to take your story in that slightly different direction. It'll add another twist to your tale, and it will be guided because it's bringing forth ancient memory. It's going to be able to, if we're using that analogy, it's going to give your storyline a different layer of depth that will bring additional benefit, additional memory into the bigger picture as and when your book is completed in a few months' time. So get back to basics, be consistent with the card of strength, but kind of don't wobble. If something else comes to you, it's coming to you because it's needed. So if your process of what you thought you were doing is taking a slightly different route, just go with it. Truly, just go with it. You're being gifted ancient memory here. Elephants sometimes, remember, create an obstacle to create a diversion. We better draw more cards for you, pile 3. This is quite phenomenal, your reading, I feel. I feel that we have these 4 showing. Curiously enough, I've got another card here, another 5 and another 6. I'm going with those. They're showing themselves. Let's do it. Didn't expect to bring out 6 cards for you, but here we are. So we have, how interesting. So we've got the card of strife, 5. This is the 5 of wands. Let me move that little seahorse. Where can we put our seahorse? Up here. So your first card, strife. Yes. So, okay. I think that something might not, you know, when you're trying to write a book and you get writer's block, well, kind of, you know, go away, persevere, but also go away and meditate. You know, you're going to receive information in interesting ways, I think. Valor, keep going. 7 of wands, we've got Mars energy, Mars in Leo. Yeah, keep going, keep going. Princess of discs, yes, this is a card of pregnancy here in this pack. Keep going, nurture your idea rather than trying to push it forwards. Persevere and nurture rather than, you know, when something just needs to be nurtured into being rather than forced. So we have the Princess of Discs, we have the card of swiftness, we have the Empress energy, and we also have the card of defeat. Right, this is really interesting. Don't be, I sort of want to say, don't take on a defeatist attitude here. This is about nurturing something forward into being rather than trying to make it happen. Swiftness, Quicksilver energy, back to Mercury again. Mercury energy, Mercury in Sagittarius. The Empress is all about nurture, bringing something forth. The Princess of Discs. They're both cards that involve pregnancy, taking your time, get back to the basics. Don't be too rigid in your thinking around this. This is what I'm really getting here, you know. And this is effectively a double up of the 5 of Swords here. 2 5 of Swords. We need to listen to this. We have 2 suns coming in here. Princess of Discs is saying to you, don't worry about this. Don't overthink it. Don't worry. I do think genuinely what you're working on is going to take a little bit longer than you thought. Don't worry about it. It's fine. You're going to get the information you need when you need it. You may actually have set yourself some unrealistic timescales this week. And your reading is saying very clearly, just persevere, keep nurturing this into being. Exactly what you need will come to you when you need it. If you worry about it, it will sort of block that energy. It will stop it coming into you. I'm going to draw a few more cards. I feel I want to follow this through for you, my beautiful pile 3. May we have additional information for my beautiful pile 3s. I mean, it's a, yeah, King of Wands, absolutely. This is fab. May we have more information. May we have more information. There's your second card coming through. Oh, wow, look at this. King of Wands and the King of Swords. This is, your reading is blowing my mind from the moment I started to the moment we are ending it. Right, first of all, King of Wands. In this pack, I was immediately taken to the fact that we have the lizard on his t-shirt. This is entering the dream time. And the King of Swords being resolute, making it happen. Your week is going to be busy, I feel, or this is what I feel I am being shown here in your reading. Your week is going to be busy. You need to take charge of your timetable and persevere and be diligent and work at things. Simultaneously, be completely and utterly flexible to go wherever you are shown. And be open and available to receive whatever information you need to receive to make this possible. I think you will achieve potentially what you actually aim to achieve with the Empress and the King of Wands here as well. I do actually think you are very, very, very likely to achieve what you hope to achieve. Elephants are incredible. They have power, they have strength, they have wisdom, breakthrough. I do think you will achieve what you want to achieve, even though you may actually have set yourself quite a tall order in your timetable. You'll achieve what you need to achieve, but you won't achieve it in the way that you thought you would achieve it. I hope that just makes some sense. Stick with this. Don't lower your standards. Exactly what you need will come to you when you need it. I think you're going to have a phenomenal week. The biggest message that's coming through for you, really, in all honesty, pile 3, is just saying to you, don't worry. I want to say expect the unexpected, but no, not even just trust. It's not even like a blind trust. But know that the unexpected is giving you exactly what you need to see, and it has a really significant piece. It's a significant piece of information that you need, and it will enable you to complete what you are hoping to complete this week, which I think is probably quite a significant chapter in your book, if we use that metaphor. Wow, pile 3, your reading has blown me away. Beautiful souls, I'm seeing an amazingly productive week for you. I mean, just phenomenally productive in such an exciting way. Just not quite how you might have expected it to be, and that's completely cool. Wow, if this is resonating with you, my beautiful pile 3 people, Moon Magic Super Souls, do share, like, subscribe, all of the things that these things really do help to support the channel. They really, really do. And all of the stuff that I put into the world. Thank you for being here. Thank you to all of you who follow the readings week in, week out. I love reading your comments. Your journeys are amazing and you are so inspirational. If you are new, welcome. If you'd like to get notification of any of my readings, if you subscribe and press the little bell icon, they should come through. I do post 2 or 3 readings a week here on YouTube, and shorts and various other things as well. And my all zodiac sign readings, if you're new to my channel, are actually on a different platform. It works on the basis of donations, and also my monthly readings work with the moon month, because I'm really passionate about manifesting with the moon, tuning into the lunar energy. And I do a moon month update here with cards for every zodiac sign too, so do check those out, or that video out, if that's something that's appealing to you. Beautiful souls, I'm blown away by the power and energy of your reading, and of how much guidance is flowing through you. You are a channel for something that needs to be brought forth, and you will be given everything you need so that you can then take action creatively. Wow, just wow, wow, and more wow, pile 3. Tons and tons of love, and I look forward to seeing you again for some other readings.